Hi everyone and welcome back to the garden. Today we're working on my pineapple patch. If you've been following along, you'll know these pineapples have been having a bit of a rough time recently. I've been dealing with mealybugs and ants around the plants, and after treating them, I decided it was finally time to remove the original mother plant and see how the pups were doing. I'm really glad I decided to do this because I ended up finding something I wasn't expecting. Let's get started. This pineapple originally grew from a pineapple top that I planted this time last year. After producing a fruit, the mother's plant's job is essentially done. While it can stay in the garden for a while, it starts directing less energy into growth and eventually dies back. The exciting part is that before that happens, it produces pups. Pups are the baby pineapple plants that grow from the mother plant. These pups can be separated and replanted to create brand new pineapple plants. When I first looked at this plant, I could see 3 pups growing around the base. My My plan today was to remove the mother plant and replant those pups into their own spaces so they could continue growing. Before doing anything, I had a good look over the plants because of the mealybug problems I've had recently. The good news was that I couldn't find any live mealybugs on the pups. That's a huge relief because I've spent quite a bit of time treating these plants and controlling the ants that were helping spread the infestation. Hopefully, removing the old mother plant and giving these pups some fresh space will help them thrive. Now comes the fun part. To remove the mother plant, I carefully worked around the base to loosen the soil. Pineapples can have a surprisingly strong root system, especially when they've been in the same spot for a while. As I lifted the mother plant, I was expecting to find 3 pups I could already see. But then I noticed something underneath the soil. There was another pup hiding below the surface. I honestly wasn't expecting that at all. So instead of 3 pups, I ended up with 4 healthy pineapple pups ready to become new plants. This is one of my favorite things about gardening. Sometimes you go out to do one job and end up discovering something completely unexpected. Finding that hidden pup made removing the mother plant completely worth it. Once all the pups were separated, it was time to prepare their new homes. When transplanting pineapple pups, I like to make sure they have plenty of room around them. Good airflow helps reduce disease issues and gives each plant enough space to develop properly. I dug planting holes and carefully positioned each pup before backfilling with soil. The pups are already a decent size, which means they have a head start compared to planting a pineapple top from scratch. Now they'll be able to focus all their energy on establishing roots and producing new growth. After transplanting, I wanted to give them a little boost. One of my favorite garden inputs is worm tea. For anyone unfamiliar with worm tea, it's a liquid fertilizer made from a worm farm. It contains beneficial microbes and nutrients that help support healthy plant growth. I love using it because it's a simple way to recycle kitchen scraps into something useful for the garden. Today I gave all of the newly transplanted pineapple pups a good drink of worm tea. After being disturbed and replanted, the pups will need some time to settle in. The worm tea won't magically make them grow overnight, but it can help support healthy root development and reduce transplant stress. Now the waiting game begins. Over the next few weeks, I'll be keeping an eye on the signs for new growth. The biggest thing I'm looking for is fresh leaves emerging from the center of each plant. That will tell me the pups have settled in and are actively growing. I'll also continue monitoring for any signs of mealybugs or ant activity. Even though I couldn't find any live mealybugs today, I'm still keeping a close eye on them and using preventative treatments if needed once we get some dry weather. Overall, I'm really happy with how this project turned out. The mother plant has been removed, 4 healthy pups have been replanted, they received a feed of worm tea, and best of all, I discovered a hidden 4th pup that I didn't even know was there. That's 1 pineapple plant turning into 4 future pineapple plants. Thanks so much for joining me in the garden today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you've ever found a surprise pup hiding underneath one of your pineapple plants. I'll keep you updated on how these pups grow over the coming months, and hopefully one day we'll be harvesting pineapples from them too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next garden update.